What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Fit for a Kingdom. We've got a super exciting one today. We are in the truck, fueled up, snacks ready to go, and we are headed on to Oak Island. We are 2 days out from race day, so we're going to go down there, enjoy some time tomorrow, have a little shakedown run, and then Sunday morning, 7:45, the half marathon starts. I'm going to do my best to keep you guys updated on that with my phone, more than likely. There may not be much footage of the actual race, but I'll certainly keep you guys in the loop on how everything goes. Outside of that, Sunday evening, we're going to smoke some ribs, I believe, hang out, relax, and then Monday we're headed up to see Wyatt, Trent, and the kids. Tuesday we'll be headed through Charlotte to go see Jack at the running store and see the place that he works at. So super excited that you guys are here. Really glad you're tagging along, and it should be a good one. So the timeline for this trip is to head down there and tomorrow on Saturday have a shakeout run. Just 2-3 miles, super easy, just kind of get everything moving after having sat in the truck for a while, and just make sure we're good and loose and ready for Sunday morning. So Sunday morning, 7:45, the Oak Island East competitive half marathon kicks off. Again, we're going for a time of sub 2. Super excited to be able to run this with my brothers. I think that is such a wonderful blessing that not a lot of people get, that we get to go push ourselves and suffer and test our physical limitations with each other. And we've always been really close growing up, so it's something that we definitely don't take for granted, and we're super excited about. So in addition to the half marathon, one of the things I'm really excited about on this trip is that I'm going to get to see a lot of people that really mean a lot to me. And being that Eli and I are the only ones in Chattanooga, sometimes that family time with extended family and other people that you just care a lot about gets kind of put on the back burner. You know, we catch up at holidays and things like that, and we're really good at staying in contact on the phone. But it's something that we really miss in our day-to-day lives, is that family being so close by. So on the way down this morning, left Chattanooga and stopped right about halfway and had lunch with Grammy and Papa Jack. So that's always such a fun time, and it's always such a blessing to get to spend time with them. And then we get to see my mom and Charles while we're down here, Jack and Noriana, obviously, Wyatt, Trinity, Isaiah and Adelina. I get to see Gage, a good buddy of mine from college, and then we'll get to meet up with Jack again in Charlotte on the way back. So it's always just nice to be able to see people you care about, spend time with them, and catch up. And it really is 1A and 1B with this trip. 1A being the half marathon, and 1B getting to see so many wonderful people that have meant so much to me throughout my life. It's Saturday morning here at the Oak Island 5K. We got a couple of competitors. How you feeling about your run this morning?
Feeling good. Feeling ready.
And we got another runner here attempting to warm up. Noriana, how we feeling?
Great.
All right, so we just got back from the 5K that Jack and Nori ran this morning. They both did really well. Nori set a PR in the 5K, so that's all exciting stuff. We got to get a feel of the layout of where the tents are and everything for tomorrow for our half. It was a great start to the morning. We're going to hang out, have some biscuits and gravy, and just kind of enjoy the day. I think today we're doing a shakeout run. We're for sure doing that. Just probably a nice light 20-minute jog. Other than that, we're just relaxing, hanging out, and we'll see you in the morning for the half marathon. All right, we got our shakedown run. How are we feeling? How far are we going?
I don't know.
Master Jack?
Those smiles.
2 mile shakedown run. 2 mile shakeout run complete. Feeling good?
Yeah, great.
Excited for tomorrow. We're going to go back and watch a little bit more hockey, eat some supper, and then call it an early night, right?
Yeah.
All right, we got back from our shakeout run, came back here, played some games, ate supper, relaxed. We're about to head to bed tonight. It should be an early start in the morning. We're going to try to leave out of the house about 6:30, 6:45, get down there. Race starts at 7. So the plan for the morning is get some good food in our stomachs, get a little bit of water in us, and then head down to the start line. And so each of us have our own goals for the race, but Jack is shooting for a 1:25 half marathon, and me and Wyatt are both shooting for a sub 2 hour. So what that looked like for me and Wyatt is going out at about a 9:05-ish pace, and holding that. We're going to hold that for the first 10 miles. And then the goal from there is to see how we feel at mile 10, and we can either hold that and know that we'll be sub 2 hours still, or that would let us kick it up into another gear if we wanted to, try to knock down that time a little bit, but that's the tentative race plan. We will see you guys in the morning for race day. Race day morning, we're all kitted up, ready to go. How you feeling?
Good.
How you feeling?
Good.
We got some food in us. We're heading up to the start line, and should be a good time. We're excited. All right, coming up on the start line, about to get a good warm up in.
Intimidating the competition.
They're shaking in their boots.
Good morning. It's race day.
Pre-race interview, how you feeling?
Joyous. Ready to go.
Feeling optimistic?
Yeah.
Wyatt. Pre-race interview, how you feeling?
I'm feeling fast.
Feeling dangerous. Ready to go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yeah, Jack! Yeah! Almost halfway.
Yeah.
Just past Jack.
And Mark.
Just past Jack, we got Mark with us. We're quite a bit ahead of where we wanted to be, but we're feeling good, so we're gonna keep it up. All right, we got a 5K left. Less than a 5K, and you know what Andy Glaze says. Your mom can do a 5K. Your grandma can do a 5K. Let's get it. All right, we just finished up. The goal was sub 2 for Wyatt and I, and we finished in a 1:52, so very excited about that. We were a good bit quicker than expected, and I'll put all of our splits up here if I can. Jack absolutely crushed it. Jack ran a 1:19 half marathon. Jack, how do you feel?
Good. The goal was 122, 123, so definitely went out a little bit quicker than anticipated, but felt really good. So just negative split the whole thing and finished well. So I'm pretty proud of that effort and excited for post-race brewski and some barbecue, hopefully.
Hey, congrats. Sweet
Thank
medal.
you as well. Yeah, how about that?
And then Wyatt and I ran the whole thing together. Wyatt, how you feeling?
Feeling very good. But I'm a little sore, but I feel accomplished. And I'm glad that we did it. And we should do another one, but not soon. Because I need to recover. Couldn't have done it without Trinity, Isaiah, and Adelina. Hey, bless up. Thank you.
I should be able to shout out Noriana too. She ran her first ever 5K yesterday. Goal was 35 minutes. She ran it in 31 minutes. The next goal is sub 30, so really proud of her as well. So shout out Noriana. She crushed it. She's also biggest supporter out here today. So very grateful for that and love you.
Also awesome thanks to Mom and Charles and Nori for being here and helping get our bags around and just help with the logistics of the day. They were awesome. Eli and Hank, we wish you were here. We know that you guys were with us mentally and that you were praying for us, and so we love you guys. Now time for the real reason we ran. We're going to have a post-race beer and then have some ribs later.
It's a $140 beer.
Worth it.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Place we have Jack Derkosh.
All right, following the race, we explored the island a little bit more, went into a couple shops and did some stuff like that. And then we came back here, had smoked ribs, mac and cheese, baked beans. It was really good. Watched some of the Olympics, watched a movie, and just kind of relaxed. So the plan for tomorrow morning is definitely get some recovery work in, a stretch, some yoga, things like that. After that, we're going to go head down to Wyatt and Trinity's house to see Trin and the kids. So super excited about that. I wasn't going to drive this far and not be able to see them. So really looking forward to that. See you guys in the morning. All right, morning after race day. Feeling pretty good. Knees are a little tight, hips are a little tight, but other than that, nothing too crazy. Got the truck loaded down. Mom and Charles gave us some stuff to take back to Chattanooga. So the plan for today is to go meet Gage for lunch and then go on to Wyatt and Trin's like I mentioned. So it should be a pretty easy travel day. Only about 2 hours in the truck total. So I'm super excited to actually get some time to see Gage, and then of course with Wyatt, Trin, and the kids. So we woke up this morning and unfortunately had to say our goodbyes to Wyatt, Trin, and the kids. But after a little bit of driving, we are in Charlotte now, and we are going to head to the Charlotte Running Company and meet up with Jack and check out his store. I haven't been here before, so I'm excited to see what it's all about. I've heard a lot of stuff about it from Jack, but excited to see what all they have and get to see where Jack works and see him one more time before heading on to Chattanooga. I'll try to keep you updated on the store and what that all looks like, but super excited to be back in Charlotte. Spent a lot of time here in college, and so it's good to get to be back and just drive around the city and see everything. So super excited to check out Jack's store, and then it's on to home.
Thumbs up.
All right, we've made it back home, and I actually gave myself a full week to reflect on the trip. I definitely figured out a message that God put on me to share with you guys. So first off, I want to say everyone that ran absolutely crushed their goal. Nori ran the 5K. Her goal was 35 minutes, and she finished with a 31:50. And then for Jack, his goal in the half marathon was about an hour 22, and he finished in an hour 19, which is just over a 6-minute mile for 13 miles. It's pretty incredible. Wyatt and I's goal was sub 2, and we ran the entire race together, and we both finished with a 1 hour and 52-minute ledger, which is an 8:33 mile, which is quicker than we wanted to be, which was absolutely awesome. We both felt great, and that gives us a good marking stone going forward for how we can pace ourselves in races. I also want to say we had a phenomenal time getting to catch up with everybody and see family, friends, even Gage and Salem got to come down and hang out with us at the finish line, and that was really, really awesome to be able to see a good friend from college and his daughter and just to catch up with them. It means the world to me that they were able to come down and see us. So again, I'm very glad that I got to see so many people that I value and that I love and care about in my life. Like I said, I sat about a week and contemplated on where I wanted to take this message, and I settled on a pretty simple one, and that is doing something difficult forces you to learn about yourself. It's the best way to figure out where your individual weaknesses are, where your strengths are, and then you can identify those weaknesses. Once you identify those weaknesses, you can move forward with a plan to make them strengths, to curve them from being weaknesses into strengths, and then as you evolve, you become stronger and stronger and more well-rounded, and you identify new weaknesses, and then you can increase those into strengths. And so it's a never-ending process of bettering yourself, but it starts with doing something hard and seeing it through. Another thing that I really enjoyed about this, I learned that it is all about the journey. Every major strife or trial that I had, every massive decision point that I had, every day that I woke up and didn't want to do anything, guess what? None of those were on race day. I woke up on race day with a plan, excited, and ready to go. All those other things happened on training days. Training days where it was cold or raining and I didn't feel like going, or whatever the issue was. So I learned that the prep was significantly harder than the actual race. So I had in my mind this whole time that running 13.1 miles was going to be some drastic, crazy feat. And it was difficult, but it was not near as hard as the prep was. So the work is where I was able to learn the most about myself, learn my weaknesses, and be able to address those to get to my goal, which was the sub 2 hour half marathon. The hardest part about that prep was showing up. Show up on the first day. Like I said, I still have it actually sitting right here. The whole training plan that I completed. The hardest part of the whole prep was not the running, it was not the fueling, it was not any of the other nonsense. It was showing up every single day, whether it was raining, windy, cold, warm, on a weekend when I had something else I'd rather be doing. It didn't matter. The hardest part was showing up for myself every day. So that was something I definitely learned about myself, that I just need to keep showing up. The last thing I want to leave you out with is a Bible verse. And this one comes from Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. And it reads, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." What I think is so cool about that verse and the way it pertains to this message is it applies to, like so much of the Bible does, but it applies specifically to the spirit and the soul. It says, as long as you keep diligent, keep faithful to God, keep faithful to your workout plan, whatever it is that you're working towards, your family, your relationships, as long as you keep steady on that path, and you keep doing good, you keep making sure that you get those small wins. The small wins add up. And over time, that body of work allows you to reap the harvest of that and to spiritually and physically be fulfilled. So it's such an awesome thing that we learn by challenging ourselves physically and learn about ourselves spiritually. And it's amazing how that goes hand in hand in the way that God designed us, that we can use our bodies to glorify Him, and then use our spirits to push our bodies to do things that we didn't think we were capable of. So I think that's all I've got for you guys. I'm beyond thankful for each of you for being here. We'll see you next time. Real quick, I wanted to leave with one last thought. Still, it is not lost on me how awesome of an opportunity it was to get to run this half marathon with my brothers. That is something that not a lot of people get to do, and we certainly don't take it for granted. We know how big of a blessing that is to be able to just all three be healthy enough and close enough in our relationship with each other that we can come together and push ourselves and do something difficult. And growing up, we were always competitive, and it still shows today, but it's manifested itself in something so cool where we can call each other, hold each other accountable, and push each other through difficult things. So Wyatt, Jack, especially thank you to you guys. Love you guys. Super proud of you. I'm really glad that we all three absolutely crushed it. I can't wait to see whatever challenge we get into next, but I know we'll be up for the task. Love you guys. Any comments? Shaking in their hocus. Pre-run, how you feeling?
Good.
Sorry, I'll ask you again.
Hello, people I don't know. There it is.
Well,
That on video?
yep.
But, oops, I'm supposed to be talking to this. I should probably start that over, huh?
Yeah.